The following is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are Arizona.
Arizona shocked the Bats, and they awakened today early as they wrapped up on the road with a bang. Light it up, boys. They lit it up now home. With the hitters flourish, yet it hasn't flustered the ace of the staff. Ian Kennedy looks to join Johnson, Schilling, and Webb as an AZ 20-game winner. The magic number is 5. It's Pittsburgh. It's Arizona now. The Diamondbacks come back home to the great state of Arizona, and they look to make a run at the National League Western Division title. All 9 games to wrap up the 2011 regular season are at home, and it starts with the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight on Fox Sports Arizona in the National League Western Division. Arizona with a 5-game lead. The magic number is 5. The Giants are idle before opening up a series with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Look at the roof opening up top. That's good news, by the way. Home field, the Milwaukee Brewers, certainly they're trying to chase and catch the Milwaukee Brewers. We will see what goes on. The Chicago Cubs are doing their part. That means Arizona would open at home, and they would open at home maybe against the Atlanta Braves. We shall see, but the key is to open at home. Home is such a magical word. We're glad to be back home. This is Mark Grace. My name is Darren Sutton, and home maybe to witness Diamondbacks history as Ian Kennedy takes the mound and he seeks his 20th win. It's been exciting to watch him develop very, very quickly.
Yeah, Ian Kennedy has certainly been probably the biggest story for the Arizona Diamondbacks. One of the biggest reasons they sit in first place with a magic number of 5. And he's trying to get in some really elite company, Darren Sutton. Winning 20 games at a very young age is just not easy to do. Ian's right there, and I have a feeling he's going to be determined after he didn't get it the last time in Los Angeles. But just look at some of the guys that he could find himself joining.
And it's fun because these are pitchers that had fewer than 20 career wins before they won 20 games in a season. Incredible. Instant ace. I was kidding about it earlier today. Just add water. I mean, take a great pitcher, just add water. Great what Ian Kennedy has been able to accomplish. You can see the group he is grabbing. He's warmed up. He is making his way in with Miguel Montero. The other great part about being home is the Arizona Diamondbacks. They play very solid baseball. They hit the baseball a little bit better, and that certainly came up in San Diego. But they're a very, very good team. They've got to win 5. Even if they go 5-4 in the final 9 games, doesn't matter what San Francisco does.
That's exactly right. If they take care of business against the Pittsburgh Pirates, then I would imagine really the series against the San Francisco Giants just probably won't matter. The Arizona Diamondbacks, what they do at home, Darren, is they swing the bats. They swing the bats better than anybody at home. Justin Upton, he takes it to another level, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's dramatic. 100 points difference for Upton in his batting average. They've been a big-time club. They have won late ball games here at home. They're just a confident bunch. And you love that batter's eye out there in center field, don't you?
It's a great place to hit, no question about it. But the Diamondbacks, I think, after winning that last game in San Diego, I think they took a big collective sigh of relief. Now I'd imagine they're ready to take care of business at home.
Glad to have you with us here on Fox Sports Arizona. And a new Diamondback to talk about. He was busy winning ball games in AA. We get to know Jared Parker when we come back. Jody will join us. She will tackle that subject. Have I said it's good to be back home?
get set for the final 9 games of what has been a fantastic 2011 season. Jody Jackson with you back on the field, and the Diamondbacks have called up one young man to the major leagues. Right-hander Jared Parker. He was the first-round pick for the Diamondbacks in 2007, went through Tommy John surgery in 2009. That was in October. He has had a stellar season at AA Mobile. In fact, they won the Southern League Championship, and Jared Parker helped them get there. Now, they just won that championship last night. He was celebrating last night in the Bay Bears clubhouse. It has been a wild 24 hours for Jared Parker. It's our Geico quote of the game.
I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep. Got back to the hotel last night about 11 after dinner and packed up and kind of couldn't really sleep. I was excited and, fired up after we won. And, I heard the news was coming up and had a, 6 o'clock flight. So an hour drive to the airport. So just kind of a long but exciting day. It's awesome. Just get a chance to, be around a great team and a bunch of guys that have been, doing it all year and come from a team that, we were in a playoff run. So it's pretty awesome that, he's going to give me a chance to be up here with these guys.
Well, Parker's got a bright future, but right now it's all about Ian Kennedy. Will he join Club 20? Randy Johnson. Kurt Schilling is in it, as is Brandon Webb. Will Ian Kennedy be the next Arizona Diamondback to win 20 games? Find out next.
Here at Chase Field, Ian Kennedy is ready to go. Alex Presley is who he will face first. And these Pittsburgh Pirates, who were in the mix for a majority of the first half of the season since late July, have scuffled. As that fastball is off the plate, 1-0 the count. We're underway at Chase Field. Glad to have you with us tonight. And since July 27th, stunning to see what the Pirates have done. They're 15-37. This was a team that was in the mix, and a great story. Good crowds responding in Pittsburgh midsummer time, and understandably so, but the tires went flat on the Pirates this year.
They were the most fun story, for my money, in all of baseball. I think a lot of people just found themselves kind of rooting for the Pirates. Didn't you find yourself?
Yes. Fastball. Presley shoots it back to the screen. Out of Ole Miss, the young man. It was a tale, really, of 2 seasons almost.
Yeah.
Their first 95 games, they played great baseball.
Everybody was saying Clint Hurdle there on your right. Probably going to be manager of the year.
Pitches inside, and 2-2 is the count. You can see how it all started. And the difference, the pitching struggled. The pitching disappeared for the Pirates. The Indians, the Pirates, and the Diamondbacks were the 3 great stories throughout the summer. and only one team remains. That's strike 3. And that team is Ian Kennedy's Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kennedy. He's making his 32nd start of the year. He's comfortably over 200 innings. He averages 6 2/3 innings for every start,
which is terrific. And there's just not a number on there that's not terrific. The walks are down, strikeouts way up. Only 19 home runs for a guy this late in September. That's not bad at all, Darren.
Yeah, beautiful ballpark with the roof open as Neil Walker takes a look at strike 1.
We got the roof open tonight. That is so big league. A gorgeous ballpark with the roof open. So you need to come on out and enjoy it, folks.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you over this 3-game set. Swing and into the catcher's mitt it goes. And by the way, we will not be on television, as we told you yesterday. The decision made, the game will not be televised on Wednesday, a day game. So get on down here. I would imagine the roof will be closed in the daytime on Wednesday. But get on down here and support this club. High fly ball, well struck. But the ballpark, it holds it. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates, brought to you by Pepsi Max. Alex Presley, Neil Walker, Andrew McCutchen. Derek Lee brought in. Ryan Ludwig was brought in as well. Boy, Derek has really hit since coming over. Jaramillo catches. Alvarez has had a really tough year. Former #1 pick. Ronnie Cedeno and Jeff Carson. There, of course, Clint Hurdle. He was part of the energy and the turnaround. I think the Diamondbacks saw him at a point where they were a ball club to be discussed. And Hurdle has just seen it. And mainly, as we mentioned, because of the starting pitching and some key offensive pieces not producing. 0-1 the count on Andrew McCutchen.
He's kind of been the epitome of the struggles. He struggled in the second half along with these Pirates. That's a cut fastball. Looked like it got just a piece of the left-handed batter's box, but it's called a strike.
0-2 the count on the All-Star McCutchen. Swing and a miss over a changeup. See what you're missing, folks, if you're not here? Wow. Gila River Casinos. Play slots with your Players Club card at any Gila River Casino. You could win up to $20,000 right away. Right now, get to Jack in the Box, where for a limited time, Jack's Really Big Chicken Sandwich Combo, it's back. And it's only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Gerardo Parr ready to go to work just a moment ago as he bats in the leadoff spot. There's that young man.
Got a red beard.
Got the red beard, got the between innings car sign as things were held up.
I like it.
Well, that's great. And he's got a
Big
Cardinal shirt on.
Cardinals, they came up point short yesterday to the Cardinals. Not real happy about it. Rather not talk about it.
All right, then we won't. 1-0 the count, Gerardo Parra. Parra with 8 home runs, 42 RBIs. He has scored 53 times this year. A little topper. Good sinking fastball. Parra is out. And a nice dig by Lee at first. The game's taller first baseman who has always played that position very comfortably.
A great play by Karstens there. The bare hand then slings it into the dirt. And nice pickup there by Derek Lee, and Gerardo Parra's a quick first out. Nice play on both ends. Derek Lee always going to bring his glove to the ballpark. One of the best in the game.
The numbers presented by Lincoln: 9 wins at 3.45 ERA
That's
for
pretty
Karstens.
good.
You bet.
3.45 ERA. That's really good.
He had a really fast start. Was even better than that. His first couple of months, he had a 2.5 ERA. His last 6 starts, he has been batted around pretty good. There's a sinker. There's a ground ball. The veteran Cedeno throws in time for the outs. A couple of quick outs. Hill and then Parra before him. Let's take a look at the Southwest Airlines starting lineup. Visit southwest.com/Yahtzee for your chance to win rapid rewards points. Upton really good at home. Montero had a fabulous road trip. Goldschmidt, a jaw-dropping homer yesterday. Chris Young has been walking a bunch. Jeff Lum back out there at third base. Willie Bloomquist is at short. And Ian Kennedy. Here's Justin. Right down the middle, 0-1 the count to Upton.
That's the key for any pitcher to have success. Come out early, throw strike one, put these hitters in swing mode, and then just go to work.
Broke his bat, pops it up, shallow left. Texas leaguer, and Upton is on with a base hit.
That's been the book on Justin Upton for about the last 2 weeks, Darren, and that is they're going to continue to pound him in with fastballs and try to do just this. Break his bat, only for Karstens, that's such a strong man that he's able to get it out there over the shortstop's head and the first base runner of the evening, and that's going to bring up a red-hot Miguel Montero.
Montero gets ready to go to work. Hottest hitting catchers in the National League over the last month. Since the 9th day of August, he's hitting .319, more hits than any other catcher. 26 RBIs in that time, as that one's a line drive left field. Presley, can he stop it? He does. Montero with a base hit. He continues to tear up opposing pitchers, and what a great approach.
Didn't waste any time. He just picked out the first fastball he saw, and we've been saying this for years, Darren. Loves the ball down and away. That's right where this sinker is. It's down, and it's about 6 inches outside. He just swats it the other way for a base hit. And now Paul Goldschmidt going to have an opportunity with Justin Upton on third, and Miguel Montero on first base and 2 outs. That's just pretty hitting, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's a good thing to see. He hung in there a couple of days ago against a left-handed pitcher. Paul Goldschmidt drove a ball out to right that all the Padres were talking about yesterday, let alone his own teammates. Runners on first and third for Paul. Breaking ball, a good one. 0-1 the count to Goldschmidt. Now Karstens, these hits, they're foreign against the Diamondbacks anyway. He's made 2 starts against the Diamondbacks, 16 innings. No runs, a 115 Arizona batting average against him.
He has worn out the Diamondbacks. They saw him earlier this year in Pittsburgh, and he just had the Diamondbacks eaten out of his hands.
In. 1-1 the count, Goldschmidt. Paul on the recent road trip had a really good one. He was 6 of 17, so that's a 353 clip. But he also walked 4 times, so he was on base. He was on base nearly half the time. Lyle Overbay played some too.
And he had a big game yesterday. He was the key offensive player yesterday. Good changeup for strike 2. That one buckled the knees of Paul Goldschmidt. He had the big home run yesterday. This broke a tie. Long ways to right field in Petco Park. Way out of there. And then added a big add-on sacrifice fly as well. Had 3 RBIs, 3 of the 5 RBIs. Well, another changeup. That time Goldschmidt was all over it. Karstens lucky that one came back.
Defensively for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Alex Presley, Andrew McCutcheon, Ryan Ludwig in the outfield. Alvarez, Cedeno, Walker with the smooth hands of Derek Lee at first. Jason Jaramillo, Wisconsin-born, he is behind the plate. Buried that fastball in.
Goldschmidt just surviving right there. That was a fastball that ran right in. I think he fouled that one almost off his thigh. However, he's still around. If you can foul off those tough pitches, you just enhance your chances of possibly getting a mistake.
Upton is at third. He's in scoring position for Goldschmidt. Montero's at first. The way Goldschmidt hits, the guys in the on-deck circle are in scoring position. Breaking ball, ground ball. That's Ronnie Cedeno, the veteran, out across. And in time for the out. Arizona strands a pair. Prize. Enroll now for the Prize Diamondbacks Rewards Program. Earn points by buying participating items. Kia Motors. Learn more if you'll visit phxkia.com. Moneyball. It stars Brad Pitt. It's in theaters September 23rd, rated PG-13. Ian ready to rock and roll. Derek Lee, first pitch swinging. It's a high fly ball into right center. Lee, who when healthy has been a very productive Pittsburgh Pirate, is erased on a one-pitch out. Lee, in his 19 games that he has played with the Pirates, hitting .348.
But he is a quick stat there. First pitch fastball in the middle of the plate. He beat Derek Lee with it, and all he could do is sky it to right.
He went on the disabled list, a bone fracture in his left wrist for about a month after coming over. So you get a guy, then that happens. Just one of those second halves for the Pirates. All right, Ludwig was picked up in a deal on the 31st day of July at the trading deadline. He takes that pitch outside. Ludwig overall this year, 12 home runs, 72 RBIs, but in his 31 games with Pittsburgh, hitting just .240 with a single home run.
Took a fastball in the middle of the plate there for strike one.
He hasn't been quite the player that he was a couple of years back when he was a legitimate MVP candidate.
Well, being an offensive player in Petco Park can do that to you. Petco Park is San Diego. It is so spacious. And really, a right-handed hitter in Pittsburgh's no day at the beach either. It's a big ballpark to left. Change up, misses, full count.
2-2 the count on Ludwig. Runs it to 3-2 with that change, as you mentioned. Ian has only pitched against the Pirates one time in his career. Broke his bat on a hanging breaking ball.
Oh, it almost hit him in the neck. But yet he swung at it anyway, broke his bat. This ball could have hit him right in the neck. Oh, my goodness. It's a heck of a pitch when they swing at it.
Yeah, it actually was a changeup, too. I think I dubbed it a breaking ball. I think a hitter sometimes sees anything soft up and they have to whack it. 3-2 the count, Ludwig. He too had to go on the disabled list after he was acquired. Back spasms. Broke his bat, popped it up. Here comes Upton. He'll make the play. The bats are just flying and breaking everywhere. Let's take a look defensively at the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's brought to you by David Robleski and Associates. Parr, Young, and Upton. Blum, Bloomquist, Hill, and Goldschmidt. Miguel Montero behind the plate. The day that ends in Y, that means Montero's catching. Jason Jaramillo takes a strike. Yeah, out there again. And I'll tell you, he's getting better offensively as the season gets later, which is stunning to me.
No, he's a guy that is welcoming the pressure of the pennant race. And you can just tell how much fun he's having, how much he's enjoying. Hop on my back, boys. I'll take us to the promised land.
Now, he was the guy yesterday that got the offense going with a long ball. Breaking ball down and in. Kennedy wanted an appeal, did not get it. So the count is 1-2. Jaramillo went to Oklahoma State University, born in Wisconsin. 14 games in the big leagues this year.
Boy, how did he lay off a changeup? That was a real good one.
Ian anticipated an out. You could see the stomp and the follow through there. The 2-2. Fastball inside corner, strike 3. Missed his spot, got the call. Kennedy 6 up, 6 down against the Pirates. Find out more and learn how you can play right here at Chase Field by going to the interactive kiosk near Section 111. There's always a winner. It's Gila River Casinos. Go find out more. Chris Young getting ready to go to work. Young facing the ground ball specialist of Karstens with a tight breaking ball there. Strike 1. Chris on the recent road trip, 5 of 17. But 8 walks. We had a little bit of fun with an at-bat Young had yesterday when on an 0-2 count we said, you know, the one thing he can do in order to dig out of this hole is, well, to draw a walk, which he did.
That's going to be tough to do here. Carson's been a strike machine thus far.
Hangs around with a pretty good breaking ball. Hey, by the way, every time a Diamondback player hits a home run this season, Fulton Holmes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Off the plate, 1-2. He's getting closer to ball 4. I'm just going to say. Infield, outfield, just about straight up. Couldn't earn that walk or base hit that time. Chased a slow bender down and away. And so now Jeff Blum. Just a slower breaking ball. Here is Blum. 8 of 36 with a couple of home runs and 7 RBIs. As the veteran who has come back from knee surgery, come back from that broken finger, he shot some really good hands yesterday. That was the main thing, and he continues to when he's out there. Change up 1-1. We mentioned he might not have the range that he used to have, but boys, he's going to get to where he needs to get with regard to positioning, and then he's going to pick it. Now the hands of Ryan Roberts, man who he backs up, starting third baseman. Curveball, fly ball. That's an easy chance out there for Andrew McCutchen. So earlier, J.J. Putz wanted to grab a seat right there with the starting pitchers, and now they weren't having it. Now, your reliever, go down to the bullpen. See, they thought he was coming around, and look at Wade Miley, thinks he's going to trick a trickster here. Oh, quick bubble coming. I got you, J.J. Ha, 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 got you. Nope. Kidding me?
Nice try, youngster.
You kidding me?
Just trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a rat. That ain't happening.
I mean, that too for Miley is Willie Bloomquist.
Well, I got to admit it was kind of a terrible effort.
That was
wasn't it?
awful.
Yeah,
I mean, just
if that's the best Wade can do, he's in for a long rest of the year.
Well, and I'm hoping for Wade.
And we like Wade.
We love Wade.
He's got a lot of work to do as a trickster.
But he needs to be written up in kangaroo court, and that needs to be a minimum of at least $100.
Boy, you're hard.
Well, I'm just saying. You got to do better than that. The 0-2 into the dirt it goes. And I'll put in $1.
Oh, you'll put in $1. When was the last time you did something like that?
I don't even put in $1. You're right. I was
going to say. So you've fined Wade Miley $100.
The 1-2. Willie Bloomquist does what he does so well. A couple of days off. Isn't it funny how refreshed he comes back after a few days off? Immediately produces.
Well, this is I would say, there's John McDonald. He's the shortstop the last couple of days, but a breaking ball stays right there. Willie Bloomquist just swats it back up the middle. That's exactly what Willie Bloomquist, when he's right, that's what he does. Hitting it right back where it came from.
Ian Kennedy is 6 of 56. That's the 107 average. He's got a couple of doubles. He's got a couple of RBIs. Runner on the move. Throw down. In there is Bloomquist. So now.
Well, that's a gutsy play, isn't it, Darren? With 2 outs and the pitcher up?
Why?
Well, if you're out, that means Ian Kennedy is leading off the third inning. But Willie gets a great jump and beats the throw easily. So now a base hit will give the Diamondbacks the lead. Risky play, but I guess it's not risky when you're safe.
1-0 the count, Ian Kennedy. That one dives a little bit low. 2-0 the count. Karstens in his last 6 starts has an ERA of almost 8. 7.58, so as good as he was early on this year. I mean, he had 19 starts with an ERA amongst the league leaders at 2.5, and he's fallen off the cliff. Low, 3-0 the count. So how many pitches do you take here if you're Ian Kennedy?
2.
Make him throw you a couple of strikes.
Why not?
Taken all the way, 3-1 the count to Ian Kennedy. You may remember Karstens. He was a one-time Yankee like Kennedy. He was traded to Pittsburgh with Daniel McCutchen, Ross Oldendorf, Jose Tabata for Damaso Marte and Xavier Nady back in 2008. All right, he took his 2. He'll go to Wacken now. And Nady continues to hope to fit in at some point if he can come back and get some rips in. The 3-2. Ouch.
Oh, that's the last thing you need to see Ian Kennedy do is pound a foul ball off his ankle. Let's hope he's okay. He's in some pain. Let's see where it gets him. Got him right in the instep, it looks like. Oh, man, it might have gotten the ankle. Golly. Go ahead and just sitting at home, just go in the garage, grab a ball-peen hammer. Just give yourself a good whack in the ankle with it. Oh, there's Stephen Drew. Hello, Stephen. Good to see you. It didn't quite hurt that bad.
No. Kennedy didn't mean to. He rolls it out to Lee. Flips to Karsten covering. Kennedy is cleared. Diamondbacks have stranded 3 in 2 innings.
Right now, but a reminder, when the Diamondbacks score 6 runs, it means 3 free tacos at your local Taco Bell with purchase of a large drink from 4 to 6 p.m. on the very next day. And a big reason behind that is the man standing next to me, Mark Peterson, representing Phoenix Taco Bell owners, the association. And you know what, Mark? It's been a big year for the Diamondbacks. It's happened 44 times, and we were talking about it, from chalupas to tacos. This fan promotion is always a big hit here, isn't it?
And that's excellent. We love taking care of the Diamondback fans. So we're glad they're winning. We're glad they're where they're at, and we love being partners with them.
It's been 10 years, I know, partnering with the Diamondbacks. I know you love it. The fans certainly love it. But what about the things that you guys do in the community? Because we know about the tacos, but we don't always know about those things, and I know it has to do with kids.
You know, Taco Bell is a great partner with the community. We do a lot for the Boys and Girls Club. Locally, we raise almost $100,000 a year just for teen programs. And Taco Bell nationally, over the years, has raised over $28 million in the last 15 years just for the teen programs and boys and girls clubs. So we love taking care of the folks in the community. We love being a partnership with the Diamondbacks. We love when they win, make 6 runs, giving away 3 free chocolates with the purchase of a drink.
Yeah, fantastic promotion. Great job in the community. Thanks so much, Mark, what you've been able to do this year. And you know what? 44 times, and we've still got 9 more games to go.
9 more times, right? 6 runs tonight. Let's go.
Absolutely. Free tacos for everybody. All right, guys, back to you.
Great job, Jody. Love the promotion. Love the partnership with Taco Bell. As that one is hit on the ground, Pedro Alvarez and his tough season continues. Goldschmidt makes the play, and now on to Ronnie Cedeno, the veteran shortstop. Had a much better August in a year in which he hasn't done what he's wanted to do offensively. Defensive just about straight up in the outfield with Parra and CY and Upton, as that one is outside. David Robleski and Associates keeps an eye on the Diamondbacks defensively as we set the Diamondbacks outfield for you. As that one is outside. He's got a good cut fastball tonight. That's a heavy, heavy slider. Or it has the appearance of one. The 2-1. Fastball, fly ball. Upton's got a long way to go. Runs out of room. Our Nissan key to the game.
All right, what do we got today?
You fear Captain Redbird if you're a pirate.
I like that.
Fear the red beard.
Not Blackbeard, but
no.
Redbeard.
There he is.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Puffy shirt and all.
Yeah, he got the big hoop earrings. That was tapped to third base. Jump glove across the diamond. 2 quick outs. I like that.
I heard a rumor it is.
They've got their damsels with them.
Yes. I heard a rumor it's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Is that true?
Arg. Got the parrot.
Shipping you down to Davy Jones' locker.
Well, having you be walking the plank.
So that's the key to the game. Really, we just came up with that so we could talk like that for a while.
Well, I like it.
It's kind of fun.
It is.
Bouncing ball, base hit, left field.
A guy hitting .087.
4 for 46.
Gets a hit off a 19-game winner. Something just doesn't make sense about that, but that's what makes this the greatest game on earth. Anybody can beat anybody any given day, and well, anybody can get a hit off anybody any given day.
It's kind of like anybody, anytime.
Well, I didn't say that.
Here's Alex Presley. Kind of sounded like you were.
Yeah, you've always had a little fancy for that anthem.
Even with the bag at third is Plum. Ian misses away. 1-0 the count to the youngster. He was an 8th-round pick out of Ole Miss in 2006, and he did some hitting in the minor leagues this year. This is a young man that brought home a .330 batting average with 8 home runs and 41 batted in. Fastball is high to Presley. 2-0 the count. He, too, like a lot of these Pirates, had to spend some time on the disabled list. He's had a very good month, hitting in 6 of his last 7 games. The 2-0 to Presley. Right down Broadway. 2-1 the count to Alex.
It just floors me sometimes how major league hitters can just, in this situation, 2 out, guy on first, take a 2-0 fastball right down the middle. And those are the pitches you make your money on. This guy's not a bad hitter either, hitting near 300.
Gives that one a ride into center field. Couldn't square it up. Took the 2-0 fastball and a fly out to center field.
I'd be telling you to fear the red beard if you use your noggin, or you'll end up in Davy Jones' locker.
Game in the third inning, and for the remainder of the weekday games this month, you can help end hunger each time you buy a ticket. For each Monday through Friday ticket sold, Diamondback's going to donate $1 to the Valley of the Sun United Way for their campaign to end hunger in Maricopa County. Buy your ticket today for the remaining games against the Pirates this week or the 3 games against the Dodgers next week. Call 602-462-4600 or visit dbacks.com/end-hunger.
Well, that's a good thing, Gracie, as Parra leads it off. Folks at home, glad to have you with us. That's Mark Grace. I'm Darren Sutton. You know Jody Jackson down below as Karstens misses outside with a changeup. 1-0 the count. Neil Walker flied to center field back in the first inning. And that one is a sinking fastball for a strike. Parra went right back through the box. And it was a fine play, a little swinging bunt, as that one is low.
He's got some dive on that fastball, doesn't he, Karstens?
Yeah, and that's the thing that has burdened the Diamondbacks when they faced him in those couple of starts. Right back through the box. Nice play by Cedeno. Kirk Gibson talked before the ball game today about the pressure these players might be feeling. You'll be interested again to hear what he has to say about it.
I don't know why we're gluttons for it, and I can just tell you in my career, I just love the feeling. And there's probably many people wouldn't like the feeling of all that pressure, but it's hard to explain. But I think it's how one of the ways that in the end you measure yourself of how you reacted and who you were and how you contributed in those situations.
Some people love it. Some people want to be that guy in the batter's box in the big situation. I don't think there's any doubt Kirk Gibson proved that he welcomed that challenge. A lot of guys in both dugouts would rather see somebody else in that situation and not them. It's human nature. Julius.
It's stunning you could play your way to the major leagues and maybe fear that and not want that. It's stunning that there's anybody in the major leagues. You have to be really talented for my money.
No question.
You would think they all would want it.
No question. Just missed. 2-2.
By the way, an interesting shot there as the guys are all kind of gathering
together. Is that
together.
who I thought it was?
Jason Marquis.
Jason Marquis back.
What a shame what happened to him.
I agree.
Bulldog plays the game the right way, wanted to help out. High fly ball into shallow center. Long run from McCutchen.
I don't know about you, Darren Sutton, but I think we might be finding ourselves right smack dab in the middle of a pitcher's duel.
Well, so far it certainly feels that way. And we mentioned Karstens has struggled at an epic pace his last 6 starts, but not against Arizona at all in his previous 2. We know what that man will do. And the thing about Ian last time out is he was very human. I mean, he finished strong, but he had a tough start to the ball game, so he's ready tonight. Upton, high bouncing ball. That's an easy chance for Alvarez, and in time for the out. Well, that'll do it.
That was quick.
American League right now, a second game of a doubleheader has Boston leading Baltimore 13-9 in the 7th. Baltimore won game 1 of the doubleheader. Tampa Bay winning yesterday to draw it closer. Tonight, Atlanta has lost. St. Louis has won. That's a 2.5 game lead over St. Louis and a 3.5 game lead over San Francisco.
Getting a little tight down in Hotlanta.
So things are very, very interesting. I guess I should not overlook the fact that the Angels are 3.5 back in the wild card as well. So there is a lot to discuss. That one is popped foul.
Or is it?
Oh, one step into fair territory. He was there. Thought he was going to have to take a few steps into foul territory. He puts it away. So with that in mind, our Kia Text Bowl, and you'll hear from the good folks at Kia if you drop in a vote. Who would you like to see maybe sneak up from someone and just swipe it? Would you like to see Tampa, the Angels, St. Louis, or San Francisco? Of those 4, A, B, C, or D, text to 36929. 36929. McCutchen takes a look at a cut fastball that's away. 1-0 the count. Yeah, Red Sox fans, they're used to being on edge. More like he used to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, a couple of World Series titles in the last few years takes away a lot of that edge.
It does.
Although I have to admit, it doesn't take much to get Red Sox fans a little upset and grumpy.
It's wonderful. And love, nothing to get the Red Sox at all. It's just a good question and a good race. Hard to pull against Boston, hard to pull against Joe Maddon. I mean, that's a couple of ways to look at it. Tragic, the fan support that the Rays still continue to get. That one is outside. 3-1 the count.
They got their cowbells down there, though.
They do have their cowbells.
It's loud.
I still have one from our trip down there. Outside, ball 4. McCutchen earns the walk. So McCutchen, he's walked 81 times this year. There's a lot of nights when he's in the lineup, even though he can steal bases, he does a lot of everything. Teams just probably say, this guy's not beating us. He's the one threat.
Well, Derek Lee, now that he's back in the lineup, certainly a threat. But you're right, Andrew McCutchen, he's just a terrific player. I'm a big Andrew McCutchen fan. He just brings it.
He's on the move. Now he's hung up. What happened here? The throw, and he's in there.
Oh, Miguel. Throw it anyway.
Last 2 days, unlike Montero, he has had miscues.
Well, you can see a bad jump there. Now, Miguel catches him freezing. Now, okay. Yeah, you just throw it anyway. Instead, he throws it into center field, and I'm guessing that'll go as an error. It's kind of got to, or does it go as a stolen base? Because
they'll call it a stolen base.
Do they?
That's what they're ruling it.
Okay.
I can see why you would question that, since you have the out sitting out there in front of you.
It's almost like a botched rundown.
Hard ground ball, would have played a dead run, but
Let's
it's
see
foul.
now if Ian can pitch around that.
Well, the funny thing about Ian, talk about pressure. His manager was talking about it, how they thrive under it. Runners in scoring position. Ian Kennedy, he's got a runner on second or third or both. He has been fabulous this year. It's when really he has earned his money the most. The 1-1 inside, 2-1 the count. Two and one the count. Lee, he flied to right, and he's looking at a few more pitches this time because it was the first pitch that he drove to right field. Again, when healthy, has hit .348 as a Pirate.
He was all over a changeup there. But all he could do was foul it back, and it's 2-2. I'm sorry, it's 1-2. Or is it 2-2?
2-2. Opponents hit 142 against Ian Kennedy with runners in scoring position. That's the best in all of baseball for a starting pitcher. Two-two. Swing and a miss.
What a fabulous changeup. That was the same pitch that Derek Lee was all over the pitch before. He just threw him a better one that time. You can see right over the top of it goes Derek Lee. What a beautiful changeup.
It looks like it gets to a certain point, maybe at about the dirt, and it just downshifts that pitch. Kennedy hides from his opponent under that cap bill, behind his glove as well. Cut fastball, foul ball. That's twice.
Inches away from an RBI double.
Ian last year pitched against the Pirates. It was on the 17th day of September. You could see once it got past, it was about a foot foul. He pitched really well against the Pirates. 6 innings, 1 run allowed, 1 earned run, that is. It was a no decision in a game that the Diamondbacks lost last September. Inside, 1-1 the count. Kennedy. We've talked about it at length. Fastball that he commands and that he believes in, and he throws a bunch. Curveball, changeup, and a cut fastball. Cut fastball is new this year.
Oh, fastball in. Froze Ludwig. What a gorgeous pitch. Missed with a fastball in on 0-1. Came right back to the inside corner and got it there on 1-1. Ian Kennedy makes some big time pitches when he needs to.
The 1-2.
Yeah.
Miguel hung on to it. Nearly popped out of his mitt. Kennedy continues to dominate with runners in scoring position. Now it's time to get him a couple of runs. From the Pirates. Talking about swiping a wild card, which certainly would be a wealth and riches, or booty as Pirates call them. They like Tampa.
Well, it sounds like the Yankee fans have chimed in.
They like Tampa. They like them. Everyone's receiving some votes, though. Good question. Here's Miguel Montero.
Laid off a changeup nicely. 1-0.
Chopper. Lee stumbles, so Karstens will help him. Nice heads-up play by the pitcher. Let's hope Lee's all right there. Looked like he rolled an ankle.
I think he's just fine. Might be suffering more from hurt feelings than anything.
You pitchers, you've always got a place to be. Don't be a spectator.
The high chopper. Now Carson's getting over. Now he sees Lee stumbles. Yeah, let me be the first baseman. Does a good job.
So the right-hander out of Flemington, New Jersey, rocks and fires and drops it in there. Belted deep right field. Trying to go swinging. Off the base of the wall. Hustling on around is Goldschmidt. My goodness, does he hit the baseball hard.
When you hear that sound like that, it's usually off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt or Justin Upton. Just a change up down. Boy, he just goes down and smokes it. On a short hop off the right center field wall, and a runner in scoring position for Chris Young. Diamondbacks looking to be the first one to scratch here. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's right, huh? Scoreless ball game. Chris Young has an opportunity to drive in his 70th run of the year as he is locked up there. Karstens pitched at Texas Tech University, was a Yankees 19th round pick as a Red Raider. Actually born in San Diego, California.
Probably couldn't get,
Wayne Karstens.
Probably couldn't get into San Diego State.
The 1-0. Takes a pitch away. 2-0 the count. Blum waits on deck for the Diamondbacks. Giants idle tonight. And we'll resume and go back to work tomorrow in Los Angeles against the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Giants.
Good breaking ball on 2-0. Young thought it was down. Tony Randazzo thought it was just right.
Three balls and one strike the count, Young.
Carson's just refusing to give in to Chris Young, trying desperately to get him to chase, but we haven't seen Chris Young chase too many out of the strike zone lately. He has been a walking machine.
And on the last road trip on the season, he has been very patient. 74 walks.
There's the curveball. Beautiful pitch. That one froze Chris Young. Just knew a fastball was coming. Watch it just freeze. Oh, boy.
There it is, ball 4. He earns himself another walk. He is on. Goldschmidt stays put. A little bit more on Paul. Let's bring Jody Jackson in. Jody, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, as amazing as Paul Goldschmidt's home run was yesterday in San Diego, Kirk Gibson seemed just as impressed by his ability to bounce back from a very frustrating day before. And that's what Goldschmidt has done since he's been up here in the big leagues. And also, Gibson mentioned, you could tell he was thinking about maybe tinkering with the lineup tonight. Lyle Overbay, he said, has ridiculous numbers against Karstens. And you look at it, he is 6 for 8. But he said of Goldschmidt, he's our guy. He's in there again tonight.
Yeah, good stuff. Lyle watches with knife and fork in hand, just hoping to eat. I mean, my goodness.
Well, I'm sure he'd love to knife and fork his old team, too, that let him go.
Yeah, they basically cut him loose. There was no trade that brought him to the Diamondbacks. Pitch is off the plate, 1-0 the count. That Kirk Gibson. He's a guy that's 6 for 8 against an opposing pitcher. He'll take the other guy. 1-0
just
the
to
count.
Instill some confidence.
Trying to get Blum ready, too, should the Diamondbacks qualify for the postseason. He's seen more starts of late, starting in back-to-back days. Swing and a miss. It's a good changeup, isn't it? A real good one.
Just about everything he's throwing is real good.
Blum played the last couple of seasons for Houston. Before that was the Padre, and you could tell it was a bit of a homecoming for him. Enjoyed seeing the folks out there. Hit a big home run in his only at bat in the World Series in 05 for the White Sox. They won the World Series. High pop up, back of short and third. Infield fly. He is retired. So now Willie Bloomquist. Or Willie B, as Gracie likes to call him.
Well, really haven't ever called him that, but I'll work with you. J.J. Putz just calls him Bill.
Calls him Bill. Yes, he does. Get that dirty uniform already.
That's not surprising at all. Oh, man. He is throwing some beautiful curveballs this evening as Karstens.
Becoming deliberate with those runners out there in scoring position. We've seen the slider, we've seen the curveball as well. Throws a fastball about half the time this year. That one is outside. How far does it go? Well, far enough for both to move up.
Well, and also far enough now to probably make Clint Hurdle go for the intentional walk here and load the bases. So the good news is the runners move up. The bad news is, well, the runners move up. And now it opens up first base for an intentional walk. And I'd be shocked if they pitch to Willie Bloomquist here. Well, they're staying in their crouch, and I think this is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, they're going to talk about it. Let's see if there's any wheels a churning in that dugout. Yeah, as you mentioned,
I ain't messing with Willie Bloomquist here.
You got a base open. Have a rested and successful hitter after he's rested in Bloomquist.
And Kennedy's hitting 105.
Yeah, an awkward swing on a ground out. You got a couple of runners out there.
They're going to at least get into their crouch as Jaramillo. Well, I guess they're going to take their chances.
The danger in the pitch around is if you bounce one and a run scores. 2-1 the count.
Or if you accidentally hang one and he rifles it down the left field line for a double.
Nothing from the dugout. Two balls and one strike to count. He hung it as you said.
They're not mistakes when you miss them, but boy, Willie Bloomquist, he got a golden opportunity of a pitch. Oh boy, does this thing hang.
Well, pitches around the plate. Let's see if Willie can make him pay. Boy, this is tough.
Really.
Jaramillo will reset. Parsons will send out a full set of signs again. Here we go. Fastball right down the middle. That's a devil-may-care attitude, huh?
He's put a curveball right down the middle and a fastball right down the middle. I'm sure he was thinking Willie was guessing curveball.
Either that or he's trying to bury it in a little more. See what the guys in red can do here. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. There you go, a take. 3-2.
That time he dropped down and almost went sidearm with that one.
Popped it up into right center field. Well, they stayed stubborn and they got it.
He got away with it.
And Ian Kennedy will lead off the next inning. Mild evenings now. Outdoor baseball here at Chase Field. Our AT&T trivia question. Justin Verlander, 24 wins and 240 strikeouts. And we'll finish the thought on the question. Who was the last Major League pitcher with 24 wins and 240 or more strikeouts in a season? 1-0. Swing and a miss. Change up to Jason Jaramillo. 1-1 the count. He struck out looking back in the second inning. Ian with a fly ball center. And Chris Young is there to put it away. Jaramillo couldn't tackle Ian Kennedy, so now Pedro Alvarez.
Third baseman Pedro Alvarez.
When Alvarez came to the big leagues or went to the Pirates organization, boy, the sky was the limit for him, wasn't it, Derek?
Yeah, it was.
And he did pretty well last year in a short bit of time in the major leagues. It's been just a struggle pretty much all year long for Alvarez. I still think he's going to be a terrific player someday.
Kind of like that young man flipping those glasses around. Everything's just a little backwards for him. Instead of it making it closer, it's making it further away. And for Alvarez, it's been an uphill battle. This is a guy with great stock. This is a guy that has earned the right to be here in his college play at Vanderbilt. They don't just invite anyone to stop by and play for Vanderbilt.
One of the best players in the nation at Vanderbilt as well.
If you're going to Vanderbilt, you got your head on your shoulders too.
Yeah, a pretty smart kid.
Spent some time on the disabled list, and that cost him about a month and a half, so that hurt. Quad strain. Fly ball center. Young tracking. Going back to the track. He's got it. Pedro gave it a ride, but he is 0 for 2 tonight. Just one hit in the ball game for the Pirates, the pitcher Karstens.
Shortstop
Kennedy's been good again. Here's Ronnie Cedeno. Well, you see these Pirates and you think about what they were doing earlier this year and how the nation was abuzz about their success and tickets were selling like hotcakes, and the nearly 2 decades consecutive of losing seasons. Your heart breaks for the fans because there are good sports fans there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
It's a great baseball town. Unfortunately, because of the lack of Pirate success, well, it's certainly become a football and hockey town. And, oh no! Don't drop that. Yeah, drop the ball, not the beverage.
It's kind of how Pirate fan feels these days, like that man.
Yeah,
just like a one hopper in the gut.
Yeah, just everybody in front of him whiffed it, and he took the brunt of it. And also, yeah, he's like, catch the ball, you guys. Almost spilled my beer.
That's great. Inside, good 0-2 pitch. Pittsburgh went to Los Angeles, and they played a 4-gamer. They won just 1. They lost a series to the Cardinals at home before that. Swept by the Marlins prior to that. Just got a piece and fouled it off. Well, there's no denying it hurts, sir. I don't think anybody would question that.
Took it right in the breadbasket, didn't he?
Good, firm 1 or 2 hopper from a major league hitter would feel nice and soft. Might have a little souvenir tomorrow. Bouncing ball had him out front of a changeup, and what a pitch it was. Ian Kennedy keeps on, keeping on, making those Pirate fans feel like, well, they're just getting slugged in the gut.
Catching somebody, bang.
It's a terrible effort.
Lost his beverage.
Yeah, make a play.
Yeah, come on, you guys. Killing me. Welch.
All right, let's see. 24 wins, 240 more. How about Ron Guidry in 1978? Good question, guys. Well done. Ian trying to reach 20 wins tonight. If you're just joining us, he has pitched like a 20-game winner. But on the flip side, the man on the bump who doesn't have 20 wins has pitched pretty well himself. Karstens has just 9 wins.
But pitching like a 20-game winner tonight.
CenturyLink high-speed internet, high-speed pitch. Yep. That'll do it for Ian Kennedy. He went around. Thought that might be called at home plate. So they took a chance and went after Bloomquist with a couple of runners on. It was gutsy, but yes, you bet right there.
Paid off with the third out off the bat of Willie Bloomquist, and then you do it for that reason, to get Ian Kennedy to lead off the inning.
The Milwaukee Brewers had a tough night tonight in Chicago at Wrigley Field. That fight for home field advantage. That's really only if Atlanta wins the wild card, though, by the way. That all changes if the St. Louis Cardinals win the wild card. Then, unfortunately for the Diamondbacks, they would not better the Philadelphia Phillies in the right for home field.
No.
But we'll wait and see. We'll assume it's Atlanta for now. Parra hits it hard, a changeup, and he got away with one at the belt. And Parra hit it firmly, but right to the first baseman.
As you said, it was in the middle of the plate. Boy, was it.
So now Aaron Hill. Parra tears those batting gloves off. Helmet's taking a beating. So Aaron Hill grounded out to short, fly to center field. The Diamondbacks had a group meeting before the game today, long before batting practice started. It was every single player, no coaches. That one is chopped foul.
What happened?
They were all gathered together down the left field line. Every player.
Players only meeting.
Players only out in public, and J.J. Putz
airing it out.
Did all the talking.
Airing it out. You got a problem with anybody? Speak up now.
Didn't really seem like that. That one is hit out to short.
Yeah. Rarely see first place teams have players only meetings.
I asked him,
airing it out.
Can you give me a hint what you were talking about? He looked at me with a smile. He said, sorry, I can't tell you.
Boys are upset. middle of the ball game. And if you want to guarantee access to Diamondback postseason tickets, the only way to do it is by becoming a season ticket holder. D-back season tickets for 2012 are on sale now, so give the ticket office a call today at 602-462-4600, where you can guarantee your postseason tickets by becoming a 2012 season ticket holder.
0-1 the count, Jeff Karstens. He takes a cut fastball that misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Now Karstens, he is responsible for the lone Pittsburgh Pirates hit tonight.
That?
And it was a clean one. It was a clean single through the hole between the shortstop and the third baseman. Kennedy looking to put him away. Otherwise, Ian has been absolutely dominating tonight. Pitch number 68 comes home. It's a curveball. Good evening, Mr. Karstens. He buckled him there. Kennedy, a man on a mission tonight.
Left fielder Alex Presley.
Ian coming in with an ERA below 3, with 2.99 ERA. Looking to win his 20th game, joining Schilling, Johnson, and Webb as Diamondbacks pitchers that have won 20. Right down the middle, it's a strike. And of course, Randy and Kurt, when they battled with one another and pushed one another and brought home rings and flags and all the things that go along with it, they did it back to back in 2001 and 2002. More recently, we were able to see Arizona send an ace out there, and Brandon Webb, who was fabulous in 2008, winning 22 games.
That was fun to play behind.
Breaking ball just missed outside. There they are. So when you can stand up and join that group, that's pretty darn elite.
Got to play behind all of those guys. Well, it's tough to say anywhere any better than the others, but obviously Randy Johnson, first ballot Hall of Famer. Kurt Schilling, in my mind, should be a Hall of Famer. He's not up yet. And Brandon Webb, well, you know what? Was terrific in his time. Let's hope he gets healthy.
Breaks your heart what happened to Brandon Webb. Great guy, easy to deal with. Went about his business professionally. The 1-2. Presley late on the fastball. You know, Kennedy, you talk about that fastball. He threw a little over 100 pitches against the Dodgers. And again, 81 of them fastballs.
Oh, he throws so many fastballs.
Big exhale as he deals the 1-2. It's a curveball. There's Willie Bloomquist. The shortstop on across to Paul Goldschmidt in time for the second out of the inning. Want to say hello to a big Arizona Diamondbacks fan.
Who we got?
We get a little bit of an edge like you. You know, when things you get a little frustrated, you get an edge. She's a fan of yours. Ann Schaefer down in Tucson is watching tonight. And Ann's been known to pick up the phone and call her son-in-law when things are, what's going on with those Diamondbacks? Why do they make those choices? Just get a little edge to her. She cares. Thought I'd pass that along. She's a big fan of yours. She's a big fan. I mean, they all are. All humans. A big fan of yours.
Well,
who can blame her?
Yeah, I was going to say. You didn't hear me get booed beyond belief at lots of stadiums.
2-0 the count to Neil Walker.
Always kind of made you feel good to get booed. Not at the home ballpark. You didn't want to get booed at home.
No.
Those ladies, those beautiful ladies would never boo anybody, would they?
Well, if you're not giving 100%, sure. Let them have it. The 2-0 belted left field, sending Parra back to the track. He's got room. Still the lone hit in the ball game for the Pirates. Came back in the third off the bat of the pitcher. Well, if you're just joining us, Laos, to summarize, it's all about starting pitching. Jeff Karstens has had that sinking fastball and breaking ball teaming up to handcuff the Arizona Diamondbacks. Pump of the fist there. That was with a couple of runners on. Ian has been stride for stride right there with him, and in some cases better. Just one hit allowed by Ian Kennedy tonight. It was the pitcher, Jeff Karstens. Kennedy trying to win for the 20th time this season. Karstens was up for it. And good for him. I mean, he has really answered the call.
And he just wears out the Diamondbacks.
Golly.
Period. It doesn't matter whether it's Luis Gonzalez and Steve Finley or Justin Upton and the rest of these guys. Karstens just going to wear them out. 2-0. You can see still trying to pound Justin Upton inside, trying to keep him from getting those big, strong arms extended.
Upton hits nearly .350 in this ballpark on the season. Stayed in there.
And again and missed again. And good discipline there by Justin Upton. 100-point difference. Man.
Broke his bat on 3-0. Drives it deep left field. Going back to the wall with the leap. Did it get out of here? It did. It's a homer. A broken bat homer. Justin Upton, 31 in the year. The Diamondbacks lead it 1-0. Meantime, the bat is out by third base. Part of it, that is. Presley went up against that wall. It just barely got out of here.
Jeff Karstens cannot believe what's going on now. Clint Hurdle going to come out and argue that it might have been fan interference. There you see the bat going two big pieces. Justin's left with the handle. And now Alex Presley goes back. And they're saying just maybe that might have been fan interference on the feller in black. Boy, I think the umpires may have to look at this.
We're trying to find the ball here. They're over the yellow line. They're leading out over the field.
This could be reversed and even be considered an out. I don't think you can say, you have to either say it's a homer or it's an out. I don't think you can give a double. And I'll check on the rules, but I don't think they can rule that a double. I think it has to either be a home run or an out. This is going to be a very tough call.
Well, they were over the yellow line. They were leaning over the field. There's no doubt. As they went over that yellow line, the decision is, did it impede the player, in this case Presley, in his opportunity to make a play on the ball? The other part of the discussion is, Gracie, you'll work with me on this one, is if no one touches that ball, no one, it's a homer. It's over the yellow line.
And you know this.
Well, they leaned over the yellow line, but look at the flight of that ball.
Okay, but look at his glove.
I agree with you.
That's why
he would have robbed a homer, though.
No, they're going to call it a home run.
There you go. They called it a home run.
And now Clint Hurdle, by rule, you cannot argue this.
No.
Or you will be ejected. So they give it the home run. A broken bat homer. You don't see that very often.
No, I had no thoughts that ball would go that far. Once you watch the bat break, you don't consider following it out towards the wall and over. But it did.
Home run number 31 for Justin. I mean, he catches it. You can see he catches it on a pretty decent part of the bat. Somehow, some way, that bat just exploded.
The Diamondbacks now with their fourth 3-0 home run this year. Miguel breaks his bat.
Homer
doesn't go nearly as far. Wow, Diamondbacks lead it 1-0 on an Upton home run on a broken bat. Miguel is erased. Justin's got a couple of hits in this ball game. Got 6 hits this year against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Change up.
You don't want this, do you?
And again, it's the 3rd time through the order that Arizona finds themselves doing damage. Not a lot of it. I mean, it's not like they strung together a bunch of hits. But this is
broken bat homer.
This is where they get better offensively. At least this is where they got the single run.
The numbers show that.
And Justin Upton has the highest slugging percentage of any player in the National League at home. Outside, 2-1 the count. Come on now, Gracie. Is that batter's eye that good out there in center field?
It's a good batter's eye, but I could never break a bat and homer.
The 2-1. 2-2 the count.
But I can promise you I was never or will never be as strong as Justin Upton. Yeah, that's something to chuckle about. Yeah, I broke my bat and I homered.
2-2. Just stayed alive.
Wasted that one, didn't he?
Just stayed alive.
All he was doing,
it.
surviving.
I loved how Kirk Gibson was talking about Upton the other day, saying, you know, he used to get upset and flip out during batting practice, yelling at himself, throwing bats, getting frustrated.
Good
That's
night.
Right down the middle.
Think he was looking for something off speed?
I think he was. Upton used to get angry when he'd break his bat in batting practice. Now that he's slowed the game down just a little bit more, he realizes he can break his bat in the game and homer.
Well, yeah, I guess.
We know the story, by the way, to go back to another subject about Paul Goldschmidt, how at times he will look for a pitch and stick with that.
Yeah. It wasn't the fastball.
No. He was looking for something else there from Karstens. I told you folks a story about homering Goldschmidt against Tyler Clippard earlier this year.
It was a really good one.
Well, he did it in Washington. Took a 2-0 fastball down the gut, right down the middle. Kirk Gibson was not happy. Finally got the changeup on 3-2 and hit it out. A long, long run out there for Ludwig. Ryan Ludwig puts that ball away. A broken bat homer. Gracie, I don't know what to say. You're a hitter. How do you do this?
Well, you don't. Unless you're Justin Upton.
They won the title last night, the Southern League Championship. Trevor Bauer won the decisive game, going 5 innings, striking out 7. They won the best-of-5 series over Tennessee, and excited to see a handful of these guys in the big leagues, like maybe Jared Parker, maybe today. Parker won the title with his teammates last night. He's here. So that one is fouled off. His role yet to be determined, but he is here. And there are the champions. Congratulations. Turner Ward, the skipper there, that's his hometown. What to manage down there in Mobile. DC, Dan Carlson, the pitching coach, a good guy.
Good guy and a terrific pitching coach.
Now there he is. He got busy this season coming back from Tommy John surgery. And
congratulations, Jared, on pitching so well down in the minor leagues and on coming on up here and hanging out with the big boys for the last 10 days.
He made 26 starts this season. He won 11 games and pitched well.
He's come a long ways, hadn't he?
He's come an awful long way, because early this season, as happens at times to those that come through Tommy John surgery, he was throwing the ball all over the place. He had a really tough start to the year. That one is off the foot, and it's a foul ball. Parker will get a spot to fight for in the rotation next season, next spring. A little bit more on that. Jody, what do you have?
Well, Darren, you and I were talking before the game about this time last year when Jared Parker coming back from Tommy John, the long road that it is. He said it was the complete opposite of the feeling he has today. It's been such a long road back. It was hard to go through the monotonous rehab that he did go through. What got him through video games, TV shows. He went from doing rehab in Tucson and then going to Mobile, just throwing early on, and it has been really quite a journey. So it is great to see Jared Parker here.
Good stuff. He was down in Tucson. He was all alone most of the time. That changeup had McCutchen feeling all alone, by the way. A lot of times you don't get a take on a changeup that gets a good portion of the plate, but that's what happened there to Andrew McCutchen. What do we have? 7 strikeouts for Ian.
He just churning right along. Went right after the big fella Derek Lee and beat him with a fastball.
The 1-1 outside, threw him a fastball as that one sails away.
Oh, what a pitch. What are you going to do if you're a hitter with that one, Darren? I can answer that for you. Punt. Guys throwing a pitch there on you, just punt.
Breaking ball, strike 3, got him. A hammer. I mean, a hard breaking curveball that almost had the look of a slider. It broke so late.
Well, he's got it working now. He has got it working now.
And the stomp to follow.
Well, you're always going to get a good stomp on a strikeout from Ian Kennedy. Kind of like squashing a bug. Bam! Bye-bye, bug. Gas. Strike 1.
Ian working with 92 pitches right now as he works here in the 7th inning. Outside, 1-1 the count. Ludwig is 33 years old now. You can remember some of the great seasons he has had a couple of years back. 08 in St. Louis, what a year he had. He earned MVP votes that year. He was an all-star. Pitch is outside. You might remember the Ryan Ludwig that hit .299 with 37 homers and 113 RBIs.
He, along with Albert Pujols, I mean, they carried the load for the St. Louis Cardinals, and then some. Gas. He beat him with that fastball in. And Kennedy trying to strike out the side here. Fans are starting to feel it a little bit. They're starting to appreciate what they're seeing from Ian Kennedy. Well, I guess they've appreciated everything from pretty much opening day, haven't they?
Yeah, when he's standing at the door right now of 20 victories, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He's also standing at the door of the Hotel Kennedy. Ian, what a job. He invites these Pirates to town. Mr. McCutcheon, good morning. Enjoy your day. Mr. Lee, good afternoon. Enjoy your lunch. And Mr. Ludwig, good evening. I'll turn your bet down for you.
Number 20, doesn't it? Todd, what a pleasure it is to see him work every fifth day. He set the tone for this game by working fast and being efficient. I'll break down his outing and show you how he's getting these hitters out by consistently pounding the strike zone.
It's a good night tonight, guys. We'll see you right after the game. Playing baseball left. We'll send it back to you for that.
Good stuff. We're excited to talk baseball with you guys. We're excited to be back home. Jeff Blum to lead it off. Doesn't mean you don't want, need, and have to have more runs. Jeff Karstens, he did his work. He is done. He gives way to the right-hander, Jared Hughes. He started this year in Double-A. Karstens really good tonight.
Golly, was he ever good. Jared Hughes is just like really big. Look at the size of this rascal. Bam! Just a lead pipe sinker.
Remember, too, they were keeping an eye on Karstens and his arm. He was coming back from some arm problems, some arm fatigue. So when he reached 85, no matter how well he pitched, that's why Karstens is out. So you can't really question the move when you're worrying about a young pitcher's health. But again, he pitched another great game against the Diamondbacks. That one is bounced in a breaking ball. 1-2 the count. Yeah, for Karstens, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. He only walked 1 Diamondback.
Well, he was awesome. Karstens was awesome. Just to this point, he's just been outpitched by, well, a great pitcher in Ian Kennedy.
He had only made 2 starts in September. He had had the time off between the 28th of August and the 13th of September. He looks pretty strong now. He looks good, ready to go. Blum.
Oh, yeah. Eric Young whiffed that one down there, didn't he?
Wow.
I'll have to let EY know about that. You might have to fine him $100 too, damn it. You've been doling out the fines here this evening.
I only doled out 1 fine.
Oh, Wade Miley and now Eric Young. That'll cost you a C-note, EY.
Ranging to his left to make the play is Neil Walker, so Blum is 0 for 3. If you missed it earlier, Wade Miley Is trying to fit in, and he is fit in. He's treated like one of those guys. He's in the rotation. He should be a part of it. But he tried to, blow a bubble and put it on top of J.J. Putz's cap. J.J. pretty much saw him with his eyes the whole time he was trying to do it.
There was absolutely zero sneak to it. It was one of the most blatant, terrible efforts I've ever seen on a practical joke.
Willie drops down a bunt. Hughes. Wow. He took his time to get set. Kind of scampered after it awkwardly. And then needed Derek Lee to bail him out. Good idea by Bloomquist. So there are 2 outs in the inning. And this, if you're joining us early, I mean, JJ right here, he's, looking right under his cap.
That'll work. Did you see? You could read JJ's lips. That's terrible. So
I suggested.
Because of that, Darren fined him $100.
I personally didn't find him. I don't have that power.
Wait till I tell Wade Miley what you did.
1-0, the count in a 1-0 game.
Well, a lot to like about this big old donkey on the mound, Hughes. He's throwing with some passion out there on the mound.
Pitch is outside. 2-1 the count. What a night it's been for Ian Kennedy. All I did was suggest that Miley needed to be written up in kangaroo court.
Well, then you
for $100.
Just put the coach on the $100 docket too. EY.
2-2 the count.
Well, Eric Young's retired now. He's on that fixed income. Oh, wait till I tell EY. Or you can give me $100 and I won't say anything.
The 3-2. That's a strike over the outside corner. Kennedy going back to work. What a night he has been. Ian trying to make it 8 shutout innings. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. CenturyLink. West is now CenturyLink. Visit CenturyLink.com to learn more. Folks enjoying their evening at the ball game. Diamondbacks leading at 1-0 out by the pool as that fastball from Kennedy. With John McDonald now playing shortstop behind him. As the count at 0-1. As we move into the 8th for Kennedy. Fastball spins him out of there. Jason Jaramillo. And there's John. I guess just a defensive choice. Hopefully he's all right.
That's got to be all it is.
1-2 the count. So he's all right. That's good news. Breaking ball is away, and you think last year to the San Francisco Giants, the choices that would be made late in ball games, in the postseason especially. The 2-2. A little topper. You'd see Nate Shearholz come in. You'd see Cody Ross move to left, and you'd see Pat Burrell come and stand on the bench and watch the last few innings. In a 1-0 game, which you will see a lot of close games in postseason, Kirk Gibson would never admit it in a million years. He's practicing postseason managing
Quite
tonight
possible.
in a regular season
Quite
game.
possibly.
With a defensive move like that.
And Ian Kennedy all of a sudden now is 3-2 on the leadoff hitter. David Hernandez is hot down in the bullpen. He's ready. And let's see if Ian can just put all that to waste and make a pitch. And he did, but it's fouled off, and we'll do it again.
And by the way, Fox Sports Arizona celebrating its 15th anniversary by replaying some of the greatest games it's ever televised. Wednesday at 4, relive ASU's unforgettable 1996 shutout of the top-ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, who can forget that great game?
Swing and a miss. A changeup, and down he goes.
Speaking of great games, Ian Kennedy had his strikeout number 10. And Darren, doesn't matter who's playing shortstop. You can put anybody out there right now the way Ian Kennedy's throwing, they ain't hitting the ball.
Kennedy's career high in strikeouts is 12. It was last August in San Diego. He has struck out 4 in a row now. Here's Pedro Alvarez. Lines that one foul. Tried to take it deep into his stance. 0-1 the count.
To this point, folks, Ian Kennedy through 7 1/3 has given up 1 base hit. That was to the opposing pitcher, Jeff Karstens, who came into the game hitting .087. Crazy game. That's how great Ian Kennedy has been to this point. And he's had to be, because Pirate pitching, mainly Jeff Karstens, has been that good. It's 1-zip, and it's 0-2 on Alvarez, but quick.
Got him to chase a fastball up and out of the zone. Ryan Domit has a bat in the on-deck circle. He'll hit for Cedeno. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball. Got him looking. 11 on the evening. 1 shy of his career high. And 5 consecutive strikeouts for Kennedy.
Right to the inside corner. He goes with the fastball. Bang, right to the mitt. Perfect pitch. That one just froze Alvarez. Ian Kennedy, some kind of impressive. Ryan Domit now going to hit, and he's got some power.
Kennedy has lowered his ERA to 2.88. He tries to stay right there in that Cy Young race. Domit, fastball, beat him.
Still plenty of fastball, Darren. 108 pitches into his outing. Still a lot of life on his fastball. He's feeling it right now.
This is his last inning of work, though. The 0-1. Fastball inside. Wouldn't you agree?
Boy.
109 pitches?
Yeah, I would imagine so, but
fastball's better this inning. How about that?
Well, he's sniffing the barn.
The 1-1 to Domit.
Just missed inside. Kennedy wanted it.
2-1 the count. Defenders to their toes. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. We need some crowd.
93 with that fastball. Come on, crowd.
We need some crowd for this.
Yeah, they're starting to feel it now. There you go, folks. Now we're talking.
The right-hander with the 2-2 pitch just got a piece of it. A fastball in.
How did he get any of that pitch? That just gives the crowd a little more time to get excited.
The 2-2 curveball. Got it looking! Ian Kennedy matches his career high with 12 strikeouts. He has struck out 7 of the last 9 as he chases his 20th victory of the season. In this ball game, as much as we'd all love to see him go back out, Chaz Roberts' air conditioning, cool play of the game, just good enough. Kind of a late-breaking hanging curveball, but it was the choice of pitches that fooled him. Magic number 5, no, 4. Hoping to hang on and win this one and make it 4.
Well, what an effort by Ian Kennedy. Following a stellar effort by Joe Saunders in what I thought was a must-win game yesterday afternoon, Darren. Ian Kennedy, 8 innings, just remarkable.
Jose Ferris is a busy man this year, nearly 80 appearances. You know, an outing like that, you know, we've seen Lee do it, we've seen Halladay do it, we've heard about it. Outing like that, that gets the attention of voters. Puts you right there in the mix.
No,
I mean, you throw up a 0, you drop your ERA below 2.9 after you took one on the chin in Los Angeles.
You throw up 12 strikeouts.
Clayton Kershaw faces Tim Lincecum tomorrow in Dodger Stadium. And a Giants team that is rolling. Kershaw, Lincecum tomorrow. With all due respect to Ian Kennedy, I think the Diamondbacks have to pull for Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, I think that's not going out on a limb at all. Gas.
2-1 the count. Maybe they can pull for Clayton to, give up 5 and win. And let the ERA go a lot higher. Maybe get a no decision.
Well, sure.
Just something to help their teammate out. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Love enjoying outdoor baseball.
Yes, we do. What a comfortable evening here tonight. We'll do it again tomorrow, too.
You and I are on the assignment tomorrow.
Get that roof open?
We'll open the roof. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and down he goes.
Follow the Diamondbacks with MLB.com at Bat11 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, and video highlights. You can even use the At Bat app on your iPhone to order food right from your seat the next time you're at Chase Field. Download At Bat 11 now or visit dbacks.com.
So now Aaron Hill. Fastball popped up. The veteran closer is warming in the bullpen for his opportunity. J.J. Putt's getting hot. Hill, high fly ball left, well struck. Going back is Presley to the wall. No one can lean over and get that one.
In order to hit a homer tonight, you got to break your bat.
That's true.
Can't keep it in one piece and get it out of here tonight. Speak of the devil.
You were saying. Well, they went in and reviewed it just to make sure. And the guys all got together and said that is a home run. Upton takes outside, 1-0 the count. He also singled. Texas leaguer back in the first inning. He's got 6 hits against the Pirates this year in 13 at-bats. Breaking ball misses away to Upton. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 fastball beat him on 2-0. The old Billy Joel line. Uptown girl, Upton girl, she says. Living in an Upton world.
I gotcha. Going back to the 80s.
Oh, the
I
80s
like
were
it.
great. 2-1. Bouncing ball, and there's the play on across. You just hope it's the Diamondbacks world soon. J.J. Putz is already up and over 40 saves. Can Ian Kennedy win for the 20th time? It's up to that man. The All-Star belongs to Ian Kennedy. Who else could it be? He needed that run. Justin Upton provided it. But the best part of the story, that's the only run he has needed tonight as he gives way to J.J. Putz. One hit allowed, it was the pitcher, Jeff Karstens. That was all. One of the finest outings in the young career of Ian Kennedy.
top stepping it. No margin for error, by the way, for J.J. Putz. It's a 1-0 ball game. And right away, he's got some power to deal with. That looks like Garrett Jones down there.
Garrett Jones, and he has some power. 15 long balls this year and just over 400 at-bats.
J.J. looking for save number 42 on the season. Fastball didn't need to. Blum, fielding. Fired. 1 out. Well, you love that if you're Putz.
You get a check swing from a big, dangerous hitter like Garrett Jones. Ain't going to hit the ball out of the park with that swing right there. Well, you'll take that.
Alex Presley.
His mates standing around, the USC alum, hoping to shake his hand and maybe raise a glass inside of that room for a 20-game winner.
What?
If we know Kirk Gibson, he has private celebrations. Don't let any of us know about it. Here's Presley. Fastball, strike one. It has been an unforgettable season for a man who, as we told you coming in, did not have 20 wins in his major league career prior to this year. Fastball. 1-1 the count to Alex Presley. It was about mid-spring training that Kirk Gibson made his first announcement with regard to the pitching rotation, and it was that Ian Kennedy would be the opening day starter. My eyebrows were raised, curious about how that decision was made. High fly ball, well struck toward the gap in right center field. Upton can't get there. It's up against the wall. Hustling on around is Presley. He heads into third. He is in there with the triple. The ballpark held it, but Alex Presley represents the tying run for the Pittsburgh Pirates as Ian's 20th win and Arizona's win, and the magic number hangs in the balance.
Say right now, I think most people are worried more about the Arizona Diamondbacks win. Fastball down the middle. Presley goes down, and it had some hang time. You thought maybe the speed of one of those two outfielders might get to it, but it falls safely. And by the time it's corralled after 2 hops on the warning track, Presley, who can fly, gets to third base, and now all of a sudden, Diamondback's going to bring the infield in. Now Neil Walker with an opportunity to tie the ball game or give his team the lead. He has 12 home runs this year. Kind of surprised at the infield in thing.
Fastball, 0-1 the count. Walker is 0 for 3. J.J. since coming off the disabled list on July 26th has an ERA of .98. He's 20 of 20 in saves. And opponents hitting below 160 against him. Neal ground ball. Goldschmidt bobbles. But the runner stays at third.
They were not going on contact. They were going to make it go through. Had they been going on contact, it would be a tie ball game. Because Goldschmidt didn't come up with it clean, but he knocks it down, and that's all it takes. I'm going to go. Nope. Now it's bobbled, and it doesn't matter. 2 outs.
Well, kept his composure.
Which is not easy to do when you're 2 months into your major league year or your major league career, as Andrew McCutchen, the most dangerous hitter in this lineup, the best hitter in this lineup, the all-star Andrew McCutchen, going up against one of the best closers in the game. This is why we pay our money, folks. This is what we pay to see. Great on great.
First pitch to McCutchen. Fastball high, 1-0 the count. Struck out twice. And he has had a couple of shots at JJ. He's gotten them both times. Even with the bag at third is Blum. Rest of the infield back, outfield straight. High, 2-0.
Makes you wonder just how much JJ wants to mess with McCutcheon in this situation. JJ knows the numbers. JJ knows this guy's 2 for 2 off of him. He's got Derek Lee, the old crusty vet in the on-deck circle, waiting his chance.
A strike. Right at the knee.
Perfect pitch right there.
McCutcheon, 6 of his last 15 with runners in scoring position.
JJ knows that too.
With 3 home runs.
Well, you're just full of good news, aren't you?
2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Went over the top of a hammer. Split-fingered fastball.
And this crowd is losing their minds. Now, if you're Miguel Montero, you're probably putting down a split finger. You have got to be ready to block it if it's in the dirt.
The 2-2 from Putz. Fastball! That's the ball game. The magic number is 4 for the Diamondbacks, and Ian Kennedy is a 20-game winner. Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson, Brandon Webb, and Ian Kennedy. For an organization that looks back upon its titles, whether it's division, league, or World Series titles, they talk with a lot of respect. We saw it a few weekends ago about those that won the titles on the mound. Ian has a chance, he hopes, to fall right into line. And what a great moment. J.J. Putz just handed him the final out, handed him the baseball of that 20th win.
It's a special moment. History was made. Diamondbacks history was made. And you could tell just how much that meant to J.J. Putz to get that man his much-deserved 20th win. He's got the baseball in his left hand, and she's eventually going to talk to Jody Jackson. That's what you're supposed to get when you win your 20th game. An opportunity to talk to Jody Jackson.
Let's get it on to the postgame. We got to hear from Ian Kennedy. Let's go to the break. Magic number is 4.